It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Over to the left wing. Here's Ball. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Bridges for three. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thanks, David. And here's Edwards. After Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Out to Miller. Fires for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's McDaniel. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Timberwolves now. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And finished off by Gobert.
And vertical threat, that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To the middle. Here's Randall. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Ball from long range. Timberwolves leading by 3. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Back to McDaniel. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams. Hornets trail by 3. To the right side. Ball with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. There's the 3. Unable to get that one. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the triple. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You combine strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
Back to Gobert. Outside for Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Now, here's Bridges. He has 5.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here is Edwards. 3-point lead. Mr. Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over Mark Williams.
My goodness, a little athleticism, a little extra on it, Mr. Gobert.
To the paint. The kick out to Ball. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Bridges attacking. Outside, Ball. For three, Okogie. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 11 seconds left in the first. Over in the corner, Edwards. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. But Timberwolves on top. They lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And he's good on the three ball.
This guy is always ready to shoot the three. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Mr. Gobert. Here's Shannon. Now here's Randall. Just 5 on the clock. For the three. It's good from long range. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota.
Oh my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a three, so can I.
Miller with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Shannon. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Here's DiVincenzo. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Randall. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Hornets trail by 3. For 3, Okogie. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Shooting with range is almost something you must possess in the modern NBA. Josh Okogie with the deep delivery.
Timberwolves passing it around. Tipped away. And stolen by Miller. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's the three. A nice shot by McDaniels. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Bridges. Lets it fly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Now Reed. Bridges with the board. And here's Charlotte. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Okogie for 3. They get it again. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
He's perfect from the line this time. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
The drive-by ball, and Ball slams it in.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to dunk it.
Inside, back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller, that's for 2. It's Miller on the wing. There's the triple. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Ingles. 3-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. Back to Alexander Walker. And the wide open shot from Reed. Offline with his 3. Outside Ball. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, looking coming off the court. Come on, get back.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. There's the pick. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on you. Nurkic.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Drills it from outside. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside. Here's Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. And there's a foul called on Tre Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Back to Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota leading by 5. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Shannon. Good on the shot. Shannon's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
And the Hornets miss again.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Come on, get out for your Timberwolves.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the...
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And the dunk by Smith.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Substitution on court.
Pass to Bridges. Puts it up from 7. Out to Miller. Williams in the post. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Williams has got 6.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Clock is at 3. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Outside Edwards. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside. The kick out to Ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Shannon. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Well, this is clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
Edwards with it. Pass to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to McDaniel. He's off on that one.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And here is Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Gobert, the screen. Down low. Out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Shannon. For 3. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Hornets trail by 7. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
That is fantastic defense.
Oh!
already Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And that's 10 points for Williams. And here is DiVincenzo. Reed sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. Williams with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Williams. Bridges outside. There's a Kobe. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
The Melo ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots. Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
And here's Miller outside. Connects from downtown.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the left wing. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Pass to Kobe. Miller outside. The kick out to Ball. Kobe for three. And another three for Charlotte. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I said